and welcome to BloombergQuint. Muthoot Finance will acquire IDBI AMC and IDBI Mutual Fund Trustee Company in a 215 crores deal. Let's discuss the benefits of this deal with Oommen Mammen, the CFO of the company. Mr. Mammen, so could you talk to us about the details of the transaction and what is the rationale behind this particular acquisition, and what are the plans that you have for the field?
Good morning. So, Muthoot Finance has signed a share purchase agreement with IDBI Bank and IDBI Capital to purchase the entire shareholding in IDBI Mutual Fund, both the AMC company as well as the trustee company. And this is subject to regulatory approvals. We need to seek the regulatory approvals. Once that approval happens, the shares will be transferred to us. Now, Muthoot Finance board has taken the decision to enter the mutual fund space sometime back, and we have the SEBI principal approval for setting up a greenfield asset management company. During this process, we came across this opportunity for acquisition of the IDB mutual fund, and we thought of putting our bid for that. And finally, we have entered into a share purchase agreement. Now, the rationale for this acquisition is that Muthoot Finance has got a 4,500 branch network, and we deal with retail customers of about 2 lakh customers a day. Now, all these customers have a variety of investment needs. Today, it is met only through Muthoot Finance NCDs, and I don't think they are investing their entire money in Muthoot Finance NCDs. They would like to spread over their investments. Now, if we are not providing them an opportunity with an alternative investment products, they may look at other opportunities of investments. So in that regard, mutual fund is a best asset class, and we thought of providing this opportunity to investors, and this is the whole rationale for entering into the mutual fund space.
Okay, so sir, what would be the growth plans from here on for mutual fund business?
See, it will be too early to comment on that because right now we are just entered into the SPA. Once the acquisition happens, we need to sit with the board, the management team of the AMC. It has an independent board, but from a holding company perspective, we want this business to grow sizably in the next 5 years in terms of the assets we manage.
Okay, so what kind of valuations have you paid for this particular transaction, in whatever metrics you valued it, whether in comparison to the AUM size or the profitability of the company, which is the existing profitability?
I'd not like to comment too much into the method we adopted, but we are acquiring this at a price of 215 crores. We had looked at the AEM, the track record, the operations team, etc. Based on that, we have arrived at a valuation of this 215 crores.
Okay, so sir, going forward, so what kind of contribution do you expect from the subsidiaries on the whole? At the end of the first half, Muthoot Finance standalone contributed 87% in terms of loan assets and 13% from the subsidiaries. And in case of profit, it was 94% versus 6%. So what kind of contribution do you see going ahead from the subsidiaries of the company?
See, for the last year, Muthoot Finance on a standalone basis contributed close to 2,000 crores, and this year for the 6 months, the profits were about 1,388 crores. Now, we'll never be able to be a sizable proportion of the standalone profits as far as the AMC business is concerned. Here, the objective is mostly to meet the customer needs, and and over a period we try to increase the number of customer base, and and it should continue to remain as a profit-making company.
So one quick question aside of this particular announcement, because that's really a hot topic right now about what's happening on the MFI business. There is a lot of sort of unrest going on in the state of Assam with women borrowers refusing to pay up and being willful defaulters. So A, do you have any sort of presence in the MFI industry in the state of Assam, and are you witnessing anything like that? And even if you're not in the state of Assam, there's always a contagion risk possibility with other state members also behaving in a similar fashion. So what's your take on that?
To my understanding, we don't have any portfolio in Assam. So, we follow a different model as far as our subsidiary Belstar is concerned. There is a NGO which is working with them called Hand in Hand, and they train the customers for a particular activity. So it is mostly to meet specific activity-based funding. So because it's a livelihood, we are not expecting any issues to come on that. Finally, at the end of the day, it's based on what is the model which is behind or in this microfinance business. If it is a plain vanilla lending, all these sorts of issues can come. As far as Belstar is concerned, it is a different model we are operating.
All right, Mr. Mammen, thank you so much for speaking to us. And with that, it's a wrap on this special conversation. Up next is the F&O show.
So people, when they invest and the calls go right, their investment decision goes right, they book profits early. If I invest and it doesn't go right,